Over the last month, we've shown you some of the struggles people living in Honduras face every day. Far too often, children are the ones who suffer the most. But there are organizations that are trying to change that, including World Vision. Now, here's A News reporter Louise Hartland with a look at the difference child sponsorship is making on entire villages.
The community of Renacer lies an hour and a half outside the city of San Pedro Sula.
We traveled in the car for about an hour and a half and came to a more rural setting and went to an ADP that's helping the community through Canadian donations.
World Vision Canada started an Area Development Program, or ADP, here in 2000. 11 years later, the difference is staggering.
It was absolutely amazing. It was so well put together. There's a library there for the children. There's classrooms, and there's so many resources there that they would probably not have access to if it wasn't for World Vision.
We first identify the needs, then we act according to their needs, not according to what we think will be good for them.
This complex was built and paid for by Canadians. It is open for sponsored children to use as a community center, a place many of these kids call their haven. A few kilometers away, an elementary school, rebuilt and equipped after it was destroyed by a hurricane in 1996. Before World Vision Canada stepped in to help, these children were taught under a tree. But now they have a proper classroom, and each sponsored child gets a uniform and books. Simple things that are too expensive for many families without help. There are programs for older children as well. Many teach others.
There were 16 young people who were educating the community on safe sex, AIDS, and HIV. And they put out a little play for us to show us some of the challenges that they face. In these communities, a lot of people don't understand and don't want them talking about sex.
And in another nearby community, World Vision is teaching children over the grade 6 level how to start and run a business. In the 10 years this Renacer project has been up and running, nearly 1,500 families have benefited from World Vision. That's more than 3,000 children in 19 communities. These children are in stark contrast to the ones I have met in other areas where World Vision is just starting to develop a program.
You can just tell that life is easier for them. The way that they're living compared to what we saw in the last couple of days, they're dressed more cleanly, they seem more nourished. The kids from the ADP who are sponsored seem really happy.
Did everybody have fun today? Hey!
All because someone chose to spend $35 a month, just $1.16 a day, to give these children a chance.
I encourage every Canadian to change a life. It's not complicated, it's very easy. You can make the difference in a child just like that.
Louise joins us live now. Louise, how long does World Vision work with each of the ADPs you spoke about, the area development programs?
Eric, World Vision goes into community for 10 to 15 years. The goal is to develop long-term solutions and strengthen the area where your child sponsor lives. The ultimate goal is to see families and communities reach a point of self-sufficiency. The idea is that will give your child sponsor a better life and a healthier world to live in. To sponsor a child, visit the World Vision website, worldvision.ca/BC, or call the number on your screen.
Thanks, Louise.
Thank you.
Louise Hartland reporting.